Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to walk you through my newest template, which is my content creation planner. It's a tool that I designed to help you keep track and organize of all your social media content. If you're like me and you're always struggling with keeping track of your content, this template will make it so much easier. And I'll show you exactly how it works and how to customize it for your needs. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing is that I'm going to show you the dashboard, which is where we're at right now. Here, you'll find all your databases. You have your welcome page, goal strategy, business brand, all the platforms. These are the ones that I've added, but of course you can add any more or change if you don't, if you don't want to have all of them or anything like that. You have your creation space, which is where you have your social media, content calendar, your content and your content ideas. You have your productivity space, which is where you have your social media audits, growth metrics, all your hashtags and SEOs, and a resource library space. You also have your campaigns and income. You have your campaign planner, collaboration hub, and affiliate links and income tracker. So these are all your social media databases. If you come down here, you have your which one is this one? I think it's a content ideas. It's up here in the front. I have Pinterest, YouTube, and TikTok. And if you click on these, you can see your newest, ideas that you're scheduling. You have the content calendar, which every time that you add it into your content calendar, it will show here. Okay, so you also have it here. Something that I want to show you on this side is that I added some personal databases, which of course you can also use for your business. But I feel that sometimes when you're trying to keep track of so many things, you can get lost at the same time. So in your personal databases, I added a monthly planner, daily journal, and goals and vision board, which we'll go into it and see them in a minute. And then if you scroll down, you have your content planner that you can see by the month, this week, or due today. And then you have your content ideas, so you can also see them here if you don't want to go into the database. You have a view all, so you see all the ones you've already added. And if you add anything here, the same here, or on any of these spaces here, it would automatically show on your database, on your original database. So coming down here, okay, so we were here. And if you go into YouTube, TikTok, like every single one is separate. So whenever you add what platform, it will also divide it by that. So you can keep track of it like individually. Or if you want to see all of them, then you would see the view all. You have your content batching or workflow. And this one, you have it as a table format or board. And this is where you actually keep track of everything that you're doing right now. If it's an idea, if you're scripting it, filming, drafting, editing, if it's scheduled, published, all that kind of stuff. And you have a deadline for each one. So you can keep it as a table board, as a table view, or a board view, which of course here, you can also add properties, which I forgot to do. If you want to add anything else, let's say you want to see the deadline for each one, if it's done, any notes, platform status. I actually want the status out here and the deadline. But you can come in here and, update anything to your liking. So let's go back. And down here, I just added the 2025 revenue, which basically you will see in a minute, which is your income tracker. And this you can update whenever you just add the new year. You just change the year here, and then you just continue on like normal. So right here, I just added 2025 as an example. And I have it as a toggle, so it doesn't, you know, take up a lot of space. So I can just review whenever I want to. And let's go back up. So let's start with the welcome page, which basically, this is what you see. It's just a little welcome and thank you for, you know, purchasing this tablet, so sorry, this template. And of course, I haven't added the link, but down here you would see the link that will take you to this YouTube tutorial, which is the quick start guide video. Okay. So this is really all you find here. Then you go to your goal strategy. How I've added this one is that you can choose the word of the year, and here you can actually write out a vision for your year. So you can have an idea of what you actually, you know, kind of like, I guess, describe your goals in a small paragraph. Down here, I've added the vision statement, you know, with questions and a space for you to put your answers. And all of these are just basically to help you narrow down your goals, like whatever you think you're wanting to work on for that year when it comes to your social media content. This will help you kind of decide exactly what you want to focus on. So it's just a lot of you know, it's a space with all the questions and a space for you to put your answers. We go back, the business brand. This place is the space where you can add everything that has to do with your business brand. This is the this template is the one that I'm using personally right now, so I haven't added all my information in, but it's just so you can kind of see what I'm, you know, because how you can make it look, because the if you already purchased the template, you might have noticed that it looks pretty blank and it looks a little confusing, but basically what it is that you have your little space up here to put your tagline if you have one for your business. I added 3 spaces for like logos, inspiration. I only have 2 for mine, and these are the ones. And of course, this is what you're going to see. You will see 3 spaces here. And all you need to do is click those 3 little dots and go down to replace. And then if you have, if you're going to upload, you just leave it here. If there's a link, you know, on Splash, but of course, you would most likely be using the upload because you're putting up your logos. Down here, it's for your fonts, your headings, subheadings, body. Your branding voice, it looks, you know, it has 4 spaces and they just look empty in your original template, but these are just spaces for you to write down exactly what you know, your brand voice, whatever you think for your the inspiration for your brand. Same for personality. I've left 4 spaces, so you can add, you know, you can put 4 things there, or you can just add 2 or 3, whatever it is that is for your business. You don't have to use like all 4 of them. And then here is the business description, which it says, you know, what I do, who I serve, why it matters. And if you click this little page, this is an example of what I personally have as a mission for my business. And I haven't really answered these because I already have them in another, like I have something written, actually it's like just docs, so I need to move them over here, but I haven't had time to do that. But let me show, like, this is all it is. It just gives you questions and a space for you to answer, and that way you can also define your, you know, your purpose and the impact. What is it that you want to achieve with your business brand? And it's the same with your ideal customer, this is what I have, but then of course you can use these questions to help you narrow down exactly who you're trying to appeal to or who your ideal customer is. And then we have the vision, which again, you can put a little description down here, up here, and then you have some more questions and a space for you to answer if you haven't actually defined what your future and long-term goals are for your business or anything like that. So this is to help you out. And down here, you have the content, themes, and pillars. This is the one that I have for mine as an example, and then the pillars for my own business. This is a space for your branding colors, and I have 5. So I have added them all here, and then I added the hex color, which I'll show you how it looks. I added the color on the cover, and then I just added this here, and you just have to input the color of the hex color so you can have it always on hand, and that way you don't forget exactly what is it. And on the bottom is just like branding photos. So basically it's just like inspiration of, you know, what inspired your brand, or what is it that brings you inspiration in your business. So these are just some examples for mine. And this is also how I kind of got the colors that I have for my brand. Okay, that's all for that. And then down here, let's explore the platform. So the first one that I have is YouTube. And like I said, these are the ones that I felt that I wanted to add in. But you can, you know, get rid of any ones that you don't want, or you can change them to whichever platforms you're actually using for your business. And so what I did is that I added this little box, which you can, this is for you to put all your growth metrics for the month. So whatever month you want to have here in hand, you just take it from your growth metrics and you just added it here. And then you have your social media edits, which is that you can see for the past 3 months. My business is pretty new, so I've only added March, and I haven't really added anything because, like I said, I'm trying to transfer all my information right now. But this is how it looks. And you have a space for each one, and you have questions. Let me go back up here. So you have like a profile checklist just to make sure that you have everything, you know, as optimized as possible. You have a space to put your metrics here. Then you can check per month, you know, what didn't work, and then of course what did work, so that way you know what's actually, you know, what's actually catching the interest of the customer or your viewers. And some questions to help you out and, you know, and how you want to create maybe your next videos, or what's actually working, what would you like to change, or anything like that. And you have different questions for each section. Like this is for Pinterest. The TikTok one has different ones too. Instagram is the same, has different. And I also have in here a blog, just in case if you have a blog. And there's some questions here. And again, you can change any of these. You can take out any of them. You customize it to your own needs. But these are the ones that I have added right now. So let's go back. Okay. What else? Okay, I've also added the content calendar for YouTube, and it also has an archive. So whenever you click here that it's done, it will automatically go to your archive. So that way you have all the content that you've produced in one single place, which this one is also in one of the databases. but I've added it, I've linked it to this page, so that way you can also see it for your, for whatever social media that you're working on or that you're interested in keeping track of. The other thing that I've also added down here is like a goal strategy, which is just kind of, if you don't want to go to the database, the big one, then I've added some here specifically for each channel or for each platform. I mean, like this one has for YouTube, defining goals, understanding your niche and audience, if you have any niches in each one. It gives you just questions and a space for you to answer them, so that way you can guide yourself and know exactly what is your goal strategy for that platform. Also, for each little section, like for this one, for the platforms, I have linked a navigation bar. Sorry, just went blank for a minute. I've added a navigation bar which takes you home, or if you want to explore any of the other platforms, you can do it from here too. Okay, so we've seen YouTube, so let's go into the other ones so you can see how they look, but it's the same. It's just it changes for the platform. So we have the same spaces. Here you can find the content calendar, but for Pinterest. And of course, the questions that align with Pinterest goals. And let's check out TikTok. And Instagram. Okay, so that's really all there is for the platforms. That's what you would find. And let's just go back home so we can go to the other sections. And like I said, this is where you find all your social media platforms. Here is the creation. So we're gonna go into the first one, which is social media. I have also added a navigation bar for easy access for each section, or for each page inside this section. The social media basically is that you add whatever platforms you're using. You can add your link. So far, I've only added this one. I still need to add TikTok and Pinterest, and I have them as active. I don't have a blog or Instagram right now, so that's why these are not checked. You also have it as a gallery view if that's what you would like to do, and you can add a picture, and then you can have it like this. And you can have both ways, whichever one you prefer. I just right now prefer the table, but I've added these two views, so you can choose which one you like the most. The next thing would be the content calendar. So here you find, like I showed you in the dashboard, everything. Right here, this is what you would plan everything. You have it as a table, gallery, and calendar. I also divided it by each platform, which is YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, and I have also added an archive. So whenever you are done, it would automatically go into the archive and it will be stored for you. So you have all of these views for your content calendar. Then down here, I added a posting schedule, which you can add. Like for me, I only have these 3 platforms that I'm working with. So I have added when I think it works best for me to post. And of course, you can update this adjust it to your liking or anything that works better for you. Same if you would like to add also Sunday and Saturday, or Saturday and Sunday, set it backwards. You just have to click here, edit property, and you duplicate property. So now all you have to do is come in here and just change the name, and you can add, if, you know, Saturday or Sunday if you need them. I don't need those, so I'm gonna delete it. I only need Monday through Friday. Those are my posting, that's my posting schedule. And then down here you have your content pillars, which for me, these are the ones that I use at the moment. And then you can put your content topic. You have a space where it will link to your platforms and to your content calendar and content workflow. Okay. And of course it will show up here. Like you can see, content pillars are showing up here. So you will know. I didn't show you this part from the content planner. That's why I'm showing it to you right now. And so if we go down to content batching, which is basically just your content or content workflow, I have added a table view and a board view, which is the same one that I showed you before in your dashboard. And this is where you start, you know, adding the title of the content that you're about to produce. It connects to the content pillar. It shows the platform where you're going to add them to. You can add the deadline and of course the status, and also add any notes if there's anything that you need to add into the next stage or anything like that. Then you have the space to add those ideas. And then your content ideas, which are right here, which are also the ones that are showing on the front. You have your view all, or it's separated by platforms. Okay, and this is what it has, which is your platform inspiration. You can add a picture here just to, so you can have an idea of where, you know, what you're maybe how you want to do the picture for your, I don't know if it's a thumbnail or, you know, for, you know, a short, whatever it is, then you know where your inspiration is coming and what you're going to be working on. Colors, like right here, this is, I'm going to be planning a new template. So of course, you know, putting here what colors I would like for them to be, so I can just remember that later on. And the category, if it's evergreen, if it's seasonal or trending. And then your schedule ideas, which is also in front of your dashboard on top of your content calendar. And again, they are divided by platforms. And all you do is you come in here and then you just fill in whatever information you want. And this is just so you can have an idea of, you know, whatever is comes to you, then you can just kind of write it here, so that way you have it to also remind you for your content ideas or for your content calendar. And that is the reason why I also added it to your dashboard. So it's a small space for you to add any new ideas that you might be getting for any of your platforms. So that's that. So let's go back home. And now let's go into productivity. So the first thing that you see is your social media audit. I have it as a gallery view or your past 3 months. So only the past 3 months will show here. And if you click, this is what you see, which is what I had already shown you before. Everything that you might need in order to keep track of your platforms and see if everything that you're doing is actually working or not. So to add a new month, you just click here. It will automatically populate for you, and you just have to add the name of the month. So let's go here, and then you have, let's go to the growth metrics. Okay, so here is where you can add all your metrics from every single platform that you're using. And this is how I've done it for you. Okay, they're separate. And all you need to do is just add the month. I added here the platform. And then you have your current followers, new followers. Here, automatically it will populate for you. So whatever, let me show you. I just haven't had a chance to do mine. Let's say it's 3 and I gained 5 more. So you can see your total. And then you can also add post reshares, post saves, comments, likes, most active day, most active time, and you also have a space to add any notes or any reminders for you that you might want to, I don't know, do for the next month or anything like that. Again, it also has an archive, so whenever you click this, if you don't want to keep all the months out in a, out here, you just click done, and it will bring it to the archive. Let me just show you. You see now it's showing here, and it's only showing one space for the month. So if I unclick it or unchecked, it comes back to the front page. And that's really all it is for every single platform. And of course you can add other things or, delete. So just adjust it to your own needs. But that's what I think that it can, I guess the most helpful things to add for each platform. So now let's go back here. Let's go check out the hashtag and see SEO. Again, here is very simple. I've added an individual space for each platform. And then you have your category, platform performance. So that way you can add whatever's working. You can see the view all, which will show you every single thing, or if you want to see it individually, then you just add them. Or if you add them here, when you choose your platform, it will populate it automatically. Okay. And then on the resource library, this is just a space where you can add any information that helps you throughout your content creating journey. Which, if it's, I don't know, if you're taking a course, if you're, I don't know, if it was a YouTube video that had really good information and you just want to, remember it, so that way you can go back again and refresh your memory if that's, something, or a book or anything, a blog, then this is a space where you can add the resource name, the type, whatever it is, you add the link, and of course you can add more things here that can help you remember what the resource was about. Okay, let's go back home. Now let's check out the campaign and income. Here I've added the campaign planner. I have no information here, to be honest, because I'm not working on a campaign right now. I haven't planned anything yet. But this is what you would find, which you would add the name, the status. If there's someone that is assigned to it, or if it's you, you can also put that it's just you. If you have a budget, the campaign date, content launched, if you have any goals for it, post link, I guess like any postings that are actually working or they're doing really good. So you can also have it as an inspo there. Social media, where are you posting it, your notes, and of course it's linked to your metrics. So this is what you have. If you go in here, this is what's going to be inside. Okay, so it will just populate like that for every single campaign that you add. Here it's the same thing, but you have it as a timeline view. So you just have to put, like let's say you want to add one right here. So you add it in, put the name and everything. And when you come out, it will show that this is a new campaign. You can choose whichever time, date that you needed. Okay. let me delete it because I'm not doing anything right now. And then you have your metrics, which is what is linked to up here. And this is just that you would be using it for adding your campaign title. And then you can put the category of what is it that you're doing. And it can be under, depending on the metrics, what is it that you're actually working for that campaign. Is it acquisition? Is it audience growth? Is it awareness, retention, revenue? And then you just add the campaign there so you know. Let's say that you're promoting, I don't know, a new product, then you might want to add that campaign title here, which is awareness. So people will know that you have a new launch or anything like that. So that's what you find here. Then you have your collaboration hub. This is where you would add if you're collaborating with anyone or a brand. You add that here. You have, the campaign name if there's one, contact info, deadline, task that you need to complete. There's a budget, and of course how much you're getting paid. And then if you go to affiliate links and income tracker, this is the space where you can add any affiliate links that you might be promoting, so you can keep track of them. And you just add the platform where you have them, the affiliate link, the month, I guess, that you're launching it or that you're going to have it available, the date, revenue, and of course, if there's a campaign, you can also link it here to see what was the performance for that affiliate tracker, or for that affiliate link, actually. And then down here on your revenue tracker, I have a view all, payment status, and payment due date. So as an example, I put here for March at an Etsy, because I do have my Etsy shop. So platform, it's Etsy, but of course you can add any of these or any others that you might have. The earnings, I have added some here, but you can change them, delete them, or add any more. If you want to add some or an extra one, you can just, I don't know, let's say, I already have affiliate sales. Oh, I'm just gonna put other as an example. It's already there. Oh, I don't know. I can't think of anything else different from this, but I mean, if you have anything else, then you just type it in here and then you click create and it will automatically appear down here. And then of course you can just click it and use it. But for this, I'm just going to put that as, digital products. And of course, what is it? For mine would be a bank transfer, but I added Zelle, PayPal. Again, you can add anything else in here. However you're getting paid, let's say it's a check, then, check, they create. And so now it's here. Okay. The amount, your pending status, has it been paying, processing, pending? When are you expecting the payment? And if the payment has been received, then you just add it here. And of course, a space for you to add any notes or anything else that you might need to jot down for you to remember for the next month or anything else. And down here also, I've added it calculates everything that you add. So whatever you add here, by the end, let's say, of the year, you'll know exactly how much you got. And you can actually see, from what platform, digital products, and all that. Then you have your payment status. You can see it this way too. And it shows this way, which, by the way, if you want to show something else here, you can just click these three little dots, go to properties, and you can just click one of these if you want to add any of these in the front. Let's say I want to add, because these are the ones that are showing. Let's say I want to add, I guess, earnings, and it shows here, which is digital products, right? What is it that I'm earning this money from? But I'm not interested in that, so I'm just going to keep it like this. And whenever you're done, you know, whenever you change it to processing, it will move to this page, or if it's paid. When you change the, where is it? This here, let's change it so we can see. Okay, so if we go back, now it's showing and processing instead of pending. Okay, and the payment due date, this is just a calendar view, so you can actually add any notes, or if you're expecting a payment, you can just add it in here so you can see it. Or if you just want to, if you're trying to add all your information in and you don't have a calendar on, you know, close by, then you can just click here and then you can see the actual calendar, so you can put the date of when you're expecting any payments or anything like that. Okay, so that's all there is for this. Let's go back. Okay, so we've covered all of the pages that have to do with the social media creation planner. So, and of course, don't delete any of these, because if you do, then you lose everything. I mean, like right here, if you delete the Instagram, well, of course, everything will be fine. But I'm saying if you delete all of them, then you're going to lose your main original database. You can duplicate them. Let's say you only want to have 3 and later you want to have another one. You just duplicate one of these and then everything's okay. But always keep your databases here. If you want to bring one forward, like I've done with this one and with all of these other ones, then you would have to, let me just show you real quick now that I'm talking about this. We just have to do a /link view. You would click this, you just click on the side, link a database, and then you just choose any of the databases that you want to bring forward. Once you do, it will show up here, okay? And it will show all the information that you've already added in your original database. So, but I'm gonna delete this because I don't need to add any other ones. Okay, let's go back because I got a little sidetracked. So, coming down here, you have this little picture for inspo, but you can again replace it just by clicking those 3 little dots. Click replace, and you can upload your own or embed a link, or you know, you can use Unsplash. I've added a small quote here, or quote space, for you to put any quotes that just motivate you and kind of remind you, you know, to just keep on going, don't give up. And then a small to-do list, any, I guess, important things that you need to do for the week. This is a space for you to just give you a little short, quick reminder of what you might need to do. And if you need to add any more, you just duplicate, and then it'll add another space for you. So now, the next thing that I want to cover are the personal databases. So let's go to the monthly planning. And I've also added a navigation for these pages, so you can navigate through them easier. So here, I've added all 12 months, but let's go into January just so you can see. Up here, I've added vacations, so you can add, if you have any vacations coming up, you can add it here. So just as a reminder for you to know that you have, you know, a vacation coming up for that month or anything like that. You can also add another property if you would like by clicking this, and you can add anything else. For me, I thought this was enough, and that's the only reason why I left only the vacation part up here. I've added a navigation bar for to connect all of the months. So that way, if you're in July, but you need to remember something from March, then you can just easily talk, you know, like click March and then go into the March month and see the information that you need to see. I've added this space here for a brain dump. So basically, if there's just, you have a lot of things in your mind You just can't just write everything in here, just you know, put it out there. So that way you can actually give some space for your brain to actually think and organize everything. And then a small quote, a little picture for inspiration. Again, you can change it from here. Just important dates that you might want to have on the beginning. A little space for any reminders, birthdays that might be going on this month so you can remember. And then you have your daily schedule, which I have the whole 7 days, and then a space for you to add if there's anything that you need to just move to the next week, then that's where you can add it, so just so you don't forget. And then down here I have a daily schedule, I have a calendar view, and then I have an archive, so you can also have them stored. This I made, or I added this monthly planning more like a personal planner, just because I know that when, you know, if you're kind of like me, when you're working, you tend to forget that you also have to do other things besides working. So this is a good place to kind of keep everything, like I just did an example here, laundry when I need to do it, or anything to-dos that I need to do for the week. And of course a space to add notes. If I just remember something, then I'll add it here. But also, if you don't want to use it as a personal planning, you can use it for your content creation. If you want to remind yourself of anything, if you have some meetings coming up or anything like that, it also works for that. So you can use it as a personal schedule or a business schedule. Okay? And every month is the same. And it has the same sections. So it's very simple, but I think easy to use, and it has everything that you might need to help you keep everything organized in your life. So the next thing that I've added is a daily journal, and I have view all, and I've also divided it by month, so you can actually have your like your I'm sorry, it just went blank, all your journals by month. So if you want to check, I don't know, something that you wrote in January, February, March, whatever it is, then it's right there. Okay, and it shows here like the month and when was your when you put the entry. And if you click there, the my thoughts word, it brings you to this page, and you have a space to add all of this. You can also add a mood, which I haven't added, and tags like what is it about, what is your entry about, a small, you know, picture just to kind of add some aesthetic, a space for a quote, 3 spaces for you to add why are you grateful for today, some affirmations that you can also just change by editing it right here, and you can just write it in whatever you want to add in as affirmations. And down here is your diary, which I just put dear diary, and of course just hello world, and then you can just write whatever you need to write. So if you come to the front, the daily journal, well, this is all you would see. And then the last page would be the goals and vision board. Okay, so here I've added this space, which is the current focus, and then the life pillars. Okay, so the current focus is basically your vision board. This is what you're working for. This is what your focus is on. I added some examples, which is working from home, financial stability, buying a house, fit and healthy, be in the present moment, be at peace. If you click here, it will give you, you can add a career, category, what is it about, a goal date, affirmations, some note, like a note if you just want that to add that to yourself as a reminder. I only have the title to show. But if you want to show other things, you just go, you click those three little dots, go into properties, and then you can just click whatever you want to be showing up here. You know, let's say you want to show this one. So now it shows that it's career. So you can do that too. And then down here, I added the life pillars. So, you know, what is it? Or basically you can come in here and kind of like see where your main focus is going to be for the year or quarter, depending on how you break down your goals. So you have relationships and love, career and finance, travel and lifestyle, dream home and environment, health and well-being, personal growth and spirituality. If you click this, this is what you will see. Okay, so you have a space to put inspiration, like photos. Like, I don't know, let's say you want to add, let's say your goal is to get married the next coming year or something. You know, you can add some photos for your inspiration that later you can add into your vision board. So that way you can have them here. Some questions that you might want to, you know, I guess that it can help you define what is it exactly that you're looking. Maybe this one is relationships and love. And so you have your questions and you have a space to answer. And then down here is just a blank space where you can add any, you know, your dream life description. What is it, let's say for your relationships or your love, what is it that you dream about? What is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you feel that you want to work on for that year? And these are all like the things that you can, I guess, are the life pillars for everyone. The things that most likely you're working on your goals. And each one is specifically, I mean, like it has, the inspiration is the same for the photos, but it has different questions for each life pillar. So I just thought that was kind of cute to kind of add something that can help you brainstorm and kind of see exactly what is it that you're actually wanting to focus for the coming year or months or anything like that. Okay. So let's go back home. Okay, and I think that is it. Oh, before I forget, if you have purchased this template, then you already know that it comes with 2 freebies, which is basically all of your cover, all of the covers for each page are included. And they are you can edit them in Canva, and all of them were made with the free account. So you can, you know, if you don't like the color, let's say you want to change the color of the letters, then you can do that. If you want to change the picture, you can do that. You can, you know, just adjust it to your own needs. But I have added that, and I have also added the monthly covers. So these, you have all of these from January to December. And again, the same, you can go into Canva, you can change the color to adjust whatever color that you want. You can change the font or anything, you can adjust it. And it's all, like I said, from the free Canva version. So those are also included with this template as a freebie. And okay, and so that's it. That's really all there is for this template. I hope that you enjoyed the tutorial and that it was it's helpful for you. And I hope that this will help you keep everything organized and help you achieve all of your content goals, okay? If you got any questions or even ideas for future templates, drop them below in the comments. I would really love to hear from you guys. I really actually enjoy doing these templates, and I want to be able to help you out with anything that you guys are working on. So just, you know, drop down the comments. What is it that you like? Or if there's anything that you would recommend me working on, that would be awesome too. So that's it. So I am very grateful that you are here. And I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, thank you. Bye.